Hey pilots, welcome back. Hey pilots, welcome back to the channel. Look what we have today. We've got the Arrows 850mm P-51D model with the Vector. Pretty sweet. So some specs. Wingspan 850 comes to 33.5 inches. Overall length is 29.3. Flying weight says 700 grams. It doesn't have a conversion for that. But you're going to need a 3S1300 battery to fly it. The prop is a 9x10 4-blade. And the CG is 60 to 70 millimeters back from the leading edge. This is a 4-channel airplane. This is the box it comes in. As you can see here, this is the ready to fly version. So let's go ahead and give it a look. I'm not obviously taking anything out of here like I do with all my videos with you guys, as I like to do it live. So, no further ado, let's crack her open. See what you get. So the manual's right on the top. Here's half a wing. Servo's pre-installed, linkage is pre-installed. Gotta love that. Looks like no flaps on this model. Got gun ports, which look really good. Lots of really sweet scale detail. There's a transmitter down in there, I see. Here's the propeller, yellow tips on the correct side. Pretty cool. Let's see here, what do we got? Got the spar here. Get this out of the way. This out of the way. You guys can see how things come packaged. So the other wing, linkage installed. Your gear will clip in so you can snap that out. One thing I just noticed here, you've got a really nice CG mark, so there's no guessing. Pretty cool. Looks pretty well packaged. It's amazing how they can fit so much into a small package. Look at that. Transmitter, everything. So here's your landing gears. You're just going to go and twist in. Pretty easy to do. I've done other models with that. You guys have seen, I'm sure. So here's a power cable, probably for a charger. Also in here is some screws. Got one linkage there. You got some stickers for the propeller. Also in here is a bind plug. And also in here is the knobs for the radio. Seems to be it in that hole. So in this other hole here is a spinner. Red 4-blade spinner. Here's the drop tanks. If I can get those. Oh, look at the detail on that. That's pretty cool. Looks really nice. If I can get the other one out. Lift it right. Great detail. Back in here you'll have your horizontal. A little stiff, make sure you move them, get them freed up. What else is in here? Here's going to be your charger. There's your charger. This will plug into there. You'll plug it into the wall and it'll charge through the balance tap. See if I can squeak the radio out of here. So here's the radio. Underneath it is a battery. Pretty cool. Links down below, guys, for everything I use in my videos. Always remember, usually I have discounts for stuff on some things. And here's the radio, so those tips will screw onto here. On, off. Figure that out. Probably needs 4 AA's, be my guess. Then the main attraction. Got the fuselage. Looks really, really nice here. So look at that. Looks great. Got the lollipop. Nice silver paint on there. Oh, here's a canopy latch. Let's see what's going on in there. That comes off easy. Receiver's in there. Everything's in there. Just got to plug in the wings. You guys can see. So in here is a tray for the battery that we'll pull back. We'll get more into that later. There you can see that brushless outrunner. Okay, let me clean up my mess and I'll show you how to build it next. So bundled up in the assembly manual, you've got a manual on the radio. You've got some information manual on the Vector system, which are awesome systems. You've got a whole bunch of decals that you can put on the airplane as well, and it shows you decal placement in the manual. So the first thing you're going to do is put the spar in the airplane like so. Then you're going to put the wing halves on. So you're just going to slide it up there, connect the servo leads, which are inside of here, so you'll bring them up through and then connect them in. They're all in here. Let me look. Looks like they just all plug into the same channel, so they're not labeled, but they all go into the same thing. So I guess we'll try that and find out. And then once you're done, you'll flip it over and you'll put a 3x10mm screw in it to hold it into place. So I got the wings screwed on. You'll use 2 of the shorter screws per wings. And the wires, it doesn't say anything about certain ones being for certain things. So I got the LED ones is what the little 2-wire ones are, because there's wingtip lights. And then the other 3-wire ones are going to be for your servos. So just make sure you get the polarity right, the dark to dark and the red to red, you know, so that the positive and negatives are in the correct spots. So now that we got that done, we're going to move on to the tail. Let's see the screws. The tail is going to use the remaining screws for the horizontal. So you're going to take your horizontal, again make sure it's nice and free, slide it in. I'll do it from this side so that this will clear the linkage here. Then once you get it centered in there, you're going to take the 2 of the 3 longer screws, because they give you spares, and go down through the holes here. And that'll be secure, and then the final thing will be to put that linkage on. Tail installed, got the 2 longer 20mm bolts down through here. All the screws have used the same size, a 2mm hex. And last thing to do there is going to be put the linkage on. But I just wanted to make a note about the linkage, is if you guys can see. So on this side it's got a little bit bigger hole and kind of a ring around it. The other side has a smaller hole and it's flush. So you want the bigger side to snap onto the ball. So that's going to be what you need to do there. The instructions seem to show it going from one up from the bottom. So like so. Get it turned to where the right ball link is there, and then it'll snap that on. Now I'm not going to do it until I turn the radio on, until I make sure everything is level and good. So let me show you how to put the gear on real quick. That is going to be these guys. So make sure you get the right and the left. So see how the wheel pants are a little bit different. So you want the point to go forward. So this would go in this way. So you just put it in, wiggle it around. That's it. Same for the other side. Get it down in there. Same thing to remove it. Just poop. I'm going to fly it off grass, so I don't know if these are going to work for me. We'll try first. The grass usually there is crazy long, so it doesn't work with these smaller wheeled airplanes, but we'll try it. Okay, final thing, propeller. We'll do that after we get the radio working and check everything else for safety. Okay, radio on, throttle down, plug it in, see what happens here, red to red. Ooh, these lights are cool. See a light flashing, okay. There it goes, all the surfaces moved, so it's already bound up and ready to rock. Stay. Okay, that's all working. Perfect. Everything's going the right way. So what I'm going to do now is hook up this linkage, since I know where my level is going to be. And that one was quite a bit off, so it'll have to be screwed in a fair bit. Okay, so the radio. So everything's going the right way. You can see there's a lot of throw. This switch didn't seem to do any dual rates, so it looks like you're on your own there. This other switch here, channel 5, this other switch here would be switch A, controls the gyro system. So all the way up is going to be like just gyro on. Middle is no gyro at all, and all the way down is going to be like your auto level function. You see how the aileron is staying down? Same for the elevator. So that's how that's going to work. I will take off probably in just gyro assisted mode and then flick it to auto level just to test it so you guys know how that works. Throttle works as it should. No throttle kill that I can see on here. I don't think this switch does anything. So there's also no dual rates. So be prepared for that as well. So if you need to adjust your throws and such, you can always change the servo position here for less throw. But for Expo, you're not going to have any. So the drop tanks, we'll go ahead and throw those on real quick. I'm a sucker for scale features. So these things, if you guys can see there, you got these slots. They'll just simply go in there and slide back. Get them lined up and pull back. Okay. Doesn't take much. Okay, that one clicked on. Just got to push it down in there pretty good and slide it back. It just feels like you're going to break them, but there it goes. Okay. I was just being a little too easy with it. So there's the drop tanks. Pretty much a completed airplane. Let's get the propeller on next. And that's about it. Alright, so the propeller, obviously you're going to need to put the back plate on first. It's not like hex or anything, it's just going to go up against the motor there. That's what's going to hold it in place. Nice snug fit. Looks like it's on there. Propeller, it's going to go and it's going to fit obviously in between these red pieces sticking out. Then you're going to use your washer and nut and tighten it down. Okay, nice and snug. Then you're going to take your spinner. That's just going to clip into place. Just got to push these little doodads down so you can get it in there. It's got to get in behind the prop cuffs as well. There we go. Look at that spinner. It's got a lot of power. Arrows is really, really good on making 3S airplanes awesome. So that's pretty much all it takes to build one. All that's left now is the decals if you choose to put them on and go to the field. Don't forget you need to balance it yet. Let's do that real quick. So on the CG marks, you should be balancing it upside down. We'll see if I can do that. CG mark should be on the other side, but if you pinch your fingers together like that, you can get pretty close. So it looks like the battery needs to go a little further forward, but that's how you guys are going to get that where it needs to go. So like, comment, subscribe. The next time you see this bad boy, we're going to be at the field going for a maiden, and I'm sure it'll be fine because I've never had an Arrows airplane that didn't fly well. So appreciate you guys watching this. We'll catch you at the field. John VHRC out. I didn't show you guys the canopy detail. Hope you can see in there, but there's a gauge panel. Sorry, getting a little reflection on there, but pilot is very good looking. You've got some of the radio stuff or whatever that's behind the pilot. Pretty cool. You gotta like they do the extra features like that. It's really nice. Gotta have a pilot in an airplane, right?